You know what it is, Rat Boy. We are back.
Of the family.
Wilson Time. Yep, new member of Wilson Time family. Welcome to the crew. He's gonna help Dirtle with the 1s and 2s and 3s.
Teach me how to trade.
Yeah, please teach him. But
Yeah,
we are back. Obviously, we had a hiatus 2 weeks, and yeah, it was a tough 2 weeks. But you guys all know what's up with that. Gramps is out of the hospital now, by the way. Let's go.
Yes.
But the Halloween special, I'm not going to say we put it in the grave, but not that we're going to do it this year, I think, but we will definitely do it again. It just
maybe we'll do like a Thanksgiving special or something.
Yeah, there we go. Thanksgiving special.
We'll be like an elementary school where we make our own little fucking hats and stuff, you know, and we'll just wear them around and we'll draw some turkeys or something with our hands.
Yeah. We were puttering around for a couple weeks, but we definitely didn't forget about the league. We were trying to work it out, how to get these recorded and everything almost every day that we were not recording them. So it wasn't without pain for us too.
Yeah, I was sick for a week, and then I was in Seattle and all this other stuff. So there was just outside factors. But yes, now we're back, and it doesn't matter. Fucking no sweat off our back. We're gonna fucking do what we got to do.
That's right.
I mean, I've been winning still, you know.
Me too.
So that's why I'm gonna keep doing it. Yeah, it's I would say like talking to Gabi a little bit, and Gabi Talks is coming out. It's fun too because when I hop in the studio, Wilson Time, I could see last studio that was entered, and I saw that Gabi Talks was above us, and I was like, "Yeah, dude, they're recording right now, talking all kinds of shit." But it was funny because Gabi and I were talking about this yesterday, and we're like, "Dude, when you don't do the show, there's like a sense of guilt. I don't know about you guys, but I do feel like a sense of guilt when it's not out. I'm like." All of our fans, mainly the league, but it's fun. We want to put out the content and everything, and so I think just being in the right framework of mind and all that, like you want to enjoy it. So sometimes it can be stressful, but we do appreciate you guys watching, tuning in, and
it's a really fun way for us to connect with everyone that we don't get to see all the time, and even though we're not, talking directly to them, talking about their teams, talking about what they have going on. It's a way for us to connect through these little computers we have.
I challenge people to comment on our stuff too, like we do in the group chat, right? Like Nick coming back at night, and then us kind of having a conversation about it. Let us know how we're doing. Tell us what you liked about it, what you didn't like, what frustrated you, what made you happy,
If you want to catch some hands on the sidewalk too, you can go get some.
Yeah, exactly.
This episode, I want to shit on some people.
Yeah, so the title of this episode is Where the Afters, Bro. And essentially, if you know anything about afters from festivals, concerts, raves, it's where the people that want to keep the party going, that's where you go. And usually it's a little grimier, it's a little dirtier in there. You kind of see some suspect and questionable things, and maybe you do those questionable things. So I feel like it's always like a big buildup to the trade deadline. And now when you pass it, there's like a sense of relief, like you take a breath and just focus on your team. You're not scouring everybody else's teams out there. So that's where we're at. We're in the afters of the DVFFL. And Red, you're totally right. I did not point it out, but these next 4 weeks are probably the most fun weeks of the year every year. And especially this year with it being such a tight race. So
they're by far the
most
weeks too. Sorry, I just wanted to add very important weeks. With everyone in the league being so close together in record and points scored, Shit, we could have people fucking fly right out of the playoffs.
You can shoot right at your shorts.
Yeah, you can shoot right into them. Shoot.
Wait, would you rather be shooting out of your shorts or into your shorts?
I'm usually shooting out of my shorts, but usually shooting on my stomach.
I just say, ask Cal about shooting in your shorts. Like,
yeah, Alex shoots in the sink. Yeah.
Everybody's got. Yeah, I'll shoot in the car on my format.
With the shooter. Yeah, seriously, Jesus Christ.
I was usually shooting in my bed.
Gosh.
Good rat.
It's good to be back.
What about you, Red? Are you shooting out of your shorts or in your shorts?
I'm never shooting in my shorts, so not on myself, nothing like that. Not on my car floorboard. Like I'm just doing normal stuff, But
shooting at all?
No, I'm shooting out. I guess I'm just like I'm not shooting in my shorts for sure, but I'm just shooting out just in normal places, not nowhere unconventional.
You're a normal,
quote unquote normal.
Yeah, exactly like Calvin said. You don't want to be a normie.
A casual.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, stop being so casual. Fucking just shoot on your fucking windshield if you're driving. Just have fun with it. Just right
having the crazy.
Right in your living room, right on the fucking.
No. Yeah, well, that's not. Let's just be straight up about that too. I don't know about Alec in the sink, or I guess Cal in his situation, but like shooting on the floor, man. I'm not doing that all the time. It's not like every time I drive down to Roseburg, I'm cranking one out. And
doesn't matter. One time,
what I'm saying. That's more of like a one-off sort of deal.
Just your routine on the way to work, and you're just. What are we talking about?
It's okay. Yeah, these coming weeks are pretty telling about what's going to happen, right? So I'm just going to tell you guys right now, if you read under my name there,
here too, because
it says playoff bound. So that's the only thing. Right now, I was talking about it earlier, like nothing better than getting playoffs locked in before this whole battle starts happening. Now it's about the flex seeding. Now it's about the points being scored for us, at least, Dylan. But for everybody else, yeah, everybody's fighting for their lives, man. It's like 300 out there, dude. Like, who's gonna freaking be the last one standing?
Yeah, I'm puckered for sure. I've been saying it to everyone around me, but I kind of feel like I can't. I kind of feel like I can't lose, and I bet the people, pay Brandon, Mike, like. I bet they all feel the exact same way. Like these next 4 weeks, you just can't fucking lose.
Watching fantasy like this.
Exactly.
Don't want to lose.
Yeah. Pucker before you
sometimes it be like that. Yeah, sometimes it be like that. Like when you're watching on Monday night, you're just like, man, I can't look.
But yeah, no, I think it's and I think it was indicative of the trade deadline, right? Too, like people were trying to make moves this year, man. There wasn't a lot of people selling off, and that's fine. It was definitely a little bit different from years past, where there were the certain people. Like the only person I could really see on this list that would be selling off or should have sold off to capitalize COD, but. His reasoning was he doesn't want to win the Sacco. I still think I tried to tell him that he's not going to win the Sacco in a trade talk, but you're going down, bud. Like, we know where you're going. You're going to the Sacco.
Yeah, well, when you get rid of Travion Henderson for a bag of coins, then you are going to.
No, seriously. Before I was kind of shooing it Nick there to go. And COD really just made sure to lock down his toilet crown once again, because I just don't see it. I mean, without dude, like Marvin, just had that appendicitis surgery. I don't know if the Cardinals are going to want to keep playing him after a certain bit of time, but regardless, his team is just not good, and Travion really solidified that. And with and COD going and getting Ramondre right after getting rid of Travion. Just blows my mind.
I we'll talk about it a little bit more, but the sheer number of people just like fine trading for injured players, like what the fuck are we like? What is going on? Like, we're not fortune tellers here. Nobody like you don't know what's gonna happen. Just playing such a you're giving yourself such a shitty hand to be dealt, like so. Dylan, why don't you explain this little playoff push thing over here for us?
Yeah, so it's pretty simple, kind of, and I got the idea from Nut, where he's putting together like our next 4 games, the overall record, and kind of ranking it there. So I was just kind of curious about everybody's next 4 games. So this is our current standings. To the left, pretty easy there. That's your average points per game next to your record. And then your next 4 opponents, their average points per game. Obviously, green means you're averaging more, so you should beat them. And red means you're not. And then if you just go simply off that, that's your projected record at the end of the year. But, there's also factors like people have bye weeks. Like I know Calvin has Christian McCaffrey out on week 14. So there you go, red. That should do for you. But, yeah, so it's just like a simple way of looking at it. Obviously, it could change. But it kind of gives you an idea of, like, what people are facing up against for the rest of the year. And I'm just kind of looking like Diz, for instance. You're 6 and 7, that puts you at 9. So you pretty much just have to make sure the managing skills, and this is where it comes down to, because now we can't trade. It's like, can you manage your team properly? If you got those start-sit decisions, you better make the right one.
I've made a few mistakes this season, so I've learned my lesson. Won't be happening again. But yeah, like what we were saying before, the can't lose mentality of the people in the same situation as me. I mean, I would say that people that are 7 through 11, basically. I guess Mitch is in there too. Like if you have that mindset of you're like, I just fucking can't lose every week, with how the league is set up, you'll make it the playoffs, basically. So I don't know. It's fucking crunch time, boys, and I ain't fucking losing. I'm not missing the playoff again. I can't handle it. I'm coming.
Yeah, my heart can't handle this no more.
Seriously.
The one thing I'll say too is like when you're looking at people's points per game average, I think the people that like Alec, for instance, I think his points per game is going to go up because of his trades he made. I mean, you go get Amon-Ra and you put him on the squad, you're probably going to have your points per game go up there. So I could see like this shit, like obviously the points per game for your individual self, right, will change. But I think some are going to be significantly more and less. Like, unfortunately for, like Noah was talking about the tragic story of Jaden, Sweet Baby J, like without Amon-Ra in there, even getting, I guess, Sam Darnold for his QB, I could see his points per game going down and really fucking himself. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah,
do you guys? Oh, go ahead.
Like, do you guys see like a team that is after the trade deadline's over, right, and everything? Now that we look at this, and this is everybody's teams, right? Was there like a team that really stuck out on like what they did, or like a team that you think like put themselves over the top, or a team that really just shot themselves in the foot?
You go first, Dez.
Yeah, I really hate to do this, and I'm just gonna apologize right out the gate, but I think our Dark Lord, I think he did it. Getting Gibbs, I think, really changes the makeup of his team for the better. His lineup is pretty fucking stacked, so I'll give him it. He can have it. Stop shitting on me on the pod.
Well, the wide receiver 2 situation for Nut is a little shaky.
True.
Because it's C. Hemi now. Garrett Wilson's out for the next 3 to 4 weeks. So
yeah, he's got Michael Wilson in there right now.
Yeah, perfect. Well, I don't know. He's hit on a couple dart throws this year. Dylan, is there a team that you saw that just like kind of propelled it? Well, I guess Diz talked about propelling, but like, was there a team that shot themselves in the foot that you think just you solidified like not a good trading situation, and just your season's basically not going to be the same output as you thought it was going to be?
Yeah, I mean, the obvious one I think is Cody. Like, COD really just fucked himself. Because, dude, it's like Trevion, and I get there was the cash. But, I mean, I don't know, man. Especially in this league, you just can't trade away a running back. Like, I traded away Tony Pollard, but, like, for $10. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like also, I guess, know the situation with the player. Like, Trevion, New England has the easiest running back schedule going forward. They have one of the best offensive lines, and they're also just teaching. Like, they're a good team. So, you know, you should have been able to get a lot more. Every article in fantasy community out there was like, hey, he's projecting up. Obviously, he's a gamble, but I don't know, man. I feel like you got so much more for your team to be able to round it out. But the one that I thought could actually do something and just didn't really pull a big trigger was Bijan's. Like, I was thinking, because like I remember talking to Jaden about Amon Ra and just trying to finagle like a way to get him and everything. And Jaden was telling me he needed a QB, and I'm like, well, damn, Bijan's has Sam Darnold chilling there. He was willing to trade Jalen Warren. I don't know about his other, or like Cortland Sutton, probably, if you're going for Amon Ra. So I just thought, like, make that big splash, but to go get Godwin and then get Dobbs, which, I mean, you know, mashed potato head, yeah, if you got to throw them in there when you have a bye week and stuff. But if you're, like, thinking long term for Bijan's, I'm like, dude, you have the makeup to have a team that can compete for a championship, but you just needed that one guy. What about you, though, Red?
I agree with that.
Well, yeah, I don't know. The one that I'm going to talk about is Gobby. Like, dude, whatever. We can do the jib and jab on freaking GroupMe, but dude, talk about your scraps, whatever you want, bro. We were all sitting here on the who's talking shit, who's talking sense train, right, Dylan? And I can't remember, Diz, if you were on it with us, but I mean, like, with us collectively. But Dylan and I said Gobby was talking sense. We had faith in his team. You have Jahmyr Gibbs and you have Drake London. You know, like, you have the pieces, and Trey McBride, right? And I get it, like, you trade off Drake London, but like, at the end of the day, man, you just could have stayed the course. You could have just stayed the course, and now what are we talking about here? He could have easily been playing his way up into the playoffs. I know he's won 2 games in a row, but it's not like he's putting up these astronomical points. And if you're looking at Drake London and you're looking at Jahmyr Gibbs, they're putting up way more combined than any of your scraps are putting up. Let's just be honest. So going further into this, when, you know, Gobby is playing against Jesse, myself, Cal, Brandon, all these guys that are all higher than him in the league and average more points, you need those breakout stars, and you don't have them now. So he might have just played himself right out of the playoffs when I think that he could have maybe slipped in. So that one. And then I think the guy that propelled himself, man, I really thought Cal, if he could get a second running back, which maybe he has one now. I still don't fuck RJ Harvey, dude. Like, but if he could have got another running back, I thought that was the one. But I think really the person that I think really did well was, yeah, I think Zach. Like, not getting Jahmyr Gibbs, man, he's a game changer, bro. And to give up an injured Bucky Irving with no idea of timetable, to give up a Jordan Addison, and
he was playing. You know, Bucky was practicing today.
Yeah, but he's not taking contact still. They don't trust it. So, and that's the problem. They say that the injury with this is really easy to re-aggravate it if it's contact. So yeah, like, your shoulder's not going to hurt if you're just running a drill, but if you get tackled, like, it's a completely different ballgame. I just think like, for Zach, that was really good. I think that was the biggest trade of this week, was that one, obviously because Jahmyr Gibbs, but on top of that, just what's going to come afterwards.
Yeah, I can see that. And I agree with you, Red. Like, if Gobby would have held on a bit longer, and just also, like, we were talking about it in I'm pretty sure our last episode, where it was like that you could tell the race was going to be tight already. And so if it's like that, and you only have to, if you go off this projected standings, right, 7-7, it looks like the key number you got to hit to make the playoffs. Like, I feel like at that point, if you would have kept him, he could have made that push.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I get it. He obviously wanted to like make some money, and I think he was trying to. I think he thought he was being savvy, but at the end of the day, you can sit here and talk about your scraps did good this week, but we'll see how they do good the rest of the year, because you're going to need the guys to go off for 20 points plus, and he doesn't have that.
Yeah. Let me ask you guys this. So two guys that made some plays for their team to make the push, Alec and Peyton. So Alec obviously got Amon-Ra, and Peyton got Trevion. How do you guys feel? Like, would you rank both of them? Who did a better job of solidifying their team, and who do you have more confidence now?
I guess I'll go first. The trade to pay for Trevion, I mean, fuck, COD gives up Trevion. Another one of these trades, like, what did I say, bag of coins earlier? Really, it's a bag of fucking crackers. What, Mason Taylor, some cash? Like, what are we doing, man? That solidified Trone's team, like, a lot, especially if they continue to use Trevion the way that they should be using him. And he also got AJ Brown earlier in the year, which, say what you want about that. I think he solidified his team well. Just go with that.
Do you think he did like a better job than Alex? Would you have more confidence in Alex's team, or you think Peyton's team?
It's tough because I like Drake May a lot, and a lot of the QB, like, if you're talking about a solid team that is reliable, I'm probably going to go with Pates, but only because of the QB situation. Alec running Mariota and
yeah.
Well, I don't know. Daniel Jones is like kind of coming back to earth. I don't know what's happening there, but Drake May's a hog. So
I think Drake May's the number one ranked QB right now.
Some bitch.
If I remember right.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I think they're pretty even in the sense that their team kind of reminds me of my team construction and how my team was last year too, where you have these guys, right? But there's also like little tiny holes in their systems. Like when I look at Nuts' team and I look at Cal's team and Dylan, when I look at yours team too, especially if JMO can keep doing what he's doing, right? I don't see a lot of glaring holes in like the positional players. And so, but with them, like the Daniel Jones, that was my big thing. The QB situation for Alec is huge. Daniel Jones we've seen him be really good, but also he's not doing what he was doing at the beginning of the year. So QB is a big position, right? And if you don't have one of the top guys, he might be number 5 right now, but what if he finishes the season like number 12? I don't know. That's a big swing in points. And then when I look at Trone's team, yeah, Trevion looks good, but Ramondre's going to come back and he's going to play a role. It's going to be a 50-50 split. So you're basically banking on Trevion busting out a big old run. He's not going to be in the goal line. And so you're just going to worry about every single week. And that's what he was worrying with Kenneth Walker. And so if Ramondre comes back, he might just have a Kenneth Walker situation on his hands again, where Trevion gets all the yardage and then never gets a touchdown. And that's possibly what he's going to be dealing with. So those two situations are something that you're just going to have to take it's going to be like a week-by-week basis. Also, not to mention tight end situation for Trone. Loveland, I don't think is, or Hunter Henry, I just don't think they're going to be as reliable as a lot of other tight ends in the league. So,
yeah, see, I'm leaning towards Trone's and what you guys are talking about with Drake May. I think, okay, so like the tight end position you're just talking about, tight ends put up such little points. And it is nice to have a positional advantage there, but in the scope of a QB spread, I don't see Daniel Jones putting up more than like 16 points a game for the rest of the year. It's something like that, you know. That's what I would expect him to be at. Or Drake May, I'm thinking he's going to be like 22 to 25, somewhere in there. And I don't know. To me, that's like a big, like enough of a spread. I think if Alec would have gotten a QB like the Stafford or Darnold, you know, something like that, then I would be taking his team easily. It's just the Amon-Ra and CD and all that is great, but I think at the end of the day, if you start stacking them together and like looking at it that way, because I'm more of the believer that Trevion's actually going to take over that backfield, at least get more of the snaps. It's not like Bill Belichick's in there anymore. I think you see like what Trevion just did. I don't see why they wouldn't just keep doing it.
It's Vrabel, Stevenson.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I just don't think it's be like a 50-50 thing. And also, Stevenson's had freaking fumble issues all year, so it's like
doesn't matter, but that's the thing. That's the thing. Look at the Patriots subreddit. All we talk about on there is literally Trevion. It's like, doesn't matter, dude. Vrabel likes his guys. Why do you think we try to trade for all the old Titans players? Because Vrabel is obsessed with them, and so he's the same thing with Ramondre. But I see what you're saying. Like, I just don't see it being like 60-40. I see it being like 55, 45.
I just think that by Trone doing that, like and that's the thing with Trevion is it's more of a home run kind of guy where Kenneth hasn't really been doing that this year. He's not doing the home run hits. And if you already got Achane out there, you don't really need like your RB2. You don't necessarily need like a consistent.
He's playing hero RB ball, baby.
I mean, it's fine. Like, but the QB.
Well, that's fine. That's I thought it's safe. That's what I was going to do with Saquon this year, and obviously he's fucking shit in the bed. So, you know, it's a good strategy to have, especially if you could fill out the rest of your roster really well.
Yeah, you just have to fill out the rest of your roster. Like, you have to have some wide receivers. That's why I think like Jesse's team, for instance, has like a good makeup of it, and it's like this is also why he's been able to win and keep himself in contention, is because he has good wide receivers, and then he has Josh Jacobs, and it's like, yeah, it's RB2. I can't remember who his RB2 is right now, but it's like you can do that, and I feel like that's how, like the year I won my last championship, that's how my roster was built. Calvin's kind of done the same thing.
His RB2 is Monty.
And yeah, so there you go. Not too bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be taking Monty over. Would you take Monty or Genty?
You're asking me, Genty.
I'm taking Genty too.
Okay. Yeah. Just curious.
But,
yeah.
I don't know.
Would you take Monty or RJ Harvey?
Monty.
Monty.
Even with the takeover of the backfield right now?
Dude, I don't trust anything about that offense. Is so boo-boo. I don't think RJ Harvey's a better runner than J.K. Dobbins is. I think he's a good pass catcher. Like, I think he came out in random spots and caught these big touchdown passes, but that was because J.K. Dobbins did the rest of the legwork. And RJ Harvey has not been that good on the ground this year. He's been really good in the pass game.
Yeah, the Thursday night game where basically, like, you can blame the boringness of that game on the Raiders if you want to, but the Broncos offense getting stifled by the injured and lowly ranked Raiders defense. Like, they got the Condor, he's cool, but like them not being able to get a fucking game going against like the Raiders corners are dog shit. They're worse than the worst in the league, and they couldn't get anything going. The Broncos ain't shit, dog.
One more for you. Jalen Warren or Monty.
Jalen Warren.
Stop. Sorry.
Get him right.
Sorry.
Jalen Warren, Monty.
Warren or Monty?
Yeah.
Jalen Warren. He's RB1.
Okay.
I like watching
Alright.
him play. I hate that he's on the Steelers, but I like watching him play.
Yeah.
Rat.
God damn.
Yeah. It is like I'm looking at the bottom here too, and it's just I mean, there's a lot of red down there. But I don't know, man. I just don't see how is there anybody down below that you guys disagree with like how it would shake out for him?
Like 10 through 14, or what are we talking about? Like anybody?
Let's just say 10 through 14.
No. Those guys are staying where they're at. I just don't like. They don't have the it. They don't have an it on there.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. Looking at COD schedule, god damn. That's-
Can we just go into? Or do we have a segment for these trades? You're gonna show each trade.
no, I don't. I didn't pull them up, but
All right.
you want to talk about the trades? Here,
Yeah,
put Diz
I'll-
on it.
All right, get on there and filter it by trades, please. Good
Okay.
sir.
Sorry, the rat was fucking beating my ass.
Good, Rat. Good.
Go to matchup or league. Sorry, league.
Yeah, the desktop version is different. Might be.
And then scroll down,
Yeah.
and then go, and then go to view all. There you go. You know what to do.
Relax, I got it here.
Okay.
Do you know Sleeper?
Yeah, click the right button.
So there was
I got-
9 trades this on the trade deadline week. So let's go down to the very bottom one.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about Dobbs and Davis.
There we go. Okay, there we go. All right, the 5th. There we go.
I mean, there's a. Yeah.
Wait, there's more than 9. What the fuck?
Yeah, these are November 5th. This is November 3rd if you want to include that.
No, fuck that trade.
Marvin Mims.
Jesse gave Cal $9 for fucking Fab, so and to bet on a fucking matchup that wasn't even his with Derrick Henry.
Just loves that king.
God, that looks like shit. Okay. We have Godwin going to B. Johns. What did he pay for
That's
this?
$4. Just okay. Let's do this. Extremely dislike, neutral,
Extremely dislike.
All right, so
Yeah, it just doesn't need to be done.
dude, it's just
Yeah, dude. Bijan should have made a bigger move. I just maybe he was trying to, but like I think I could just imagine a world where he got timid because it was such a big move, and he's like, I can't do that risk. Let me go get Godwin instead.
he spent $9 draft dollars on Godwin and Doves. Like
Robio.
absolutely diabolical.
Mashed potato head.
Dude, what are we talking about here? Go to Jesse. I know he probably won't respond to you, but he has like fucking 15 wide receiver 2s on his team or wide receiver 3s. You probably could have got somebody for 10 draft dollars that would actually play and be good.
And
I just
then
have-
so Jaden. Yeah, let's see that one. So
Darnold for Kamara.
yeah, I mean, like I think I've heard some people like shitting on the Darnold thing, and I'm like, at the end of the day, dude, when you're looking at the waiver out there, I would take Darnold. Like we're just talking about the QBs, and okay, let's say Jaden's thinking he's going to go to the Sacco ship or the playoff, or whatever, the sewers, then I want to have an advantage there, and so I want a QB. Give me Sam Darnold.
Yeah, for
Kamara
sure.
sounds
Especially
cool.
when you're giving up Kamara too, who's done absolutely nothing, and you can solidify yourself in a really important position. I would definitely do that. I told Jaden this was a good move over text when it went through.
I think
good
that-
work.
Yeah, I think I like this move. I'm shocked that B. Johns didn't get cash with this. We're talking about Sam Darnold, who, okay, whatever, he's the 16th ranked quarterback on the season, right? But
Did he? I thought Jaden paid cash.
There's
I
not
don't
really a
see
way
it in
for us
here.
to see it. I can go look through.
Unless
You
they
have to
didn't post it. Did they not
You have to
post it in?
It wouldn't be in group me. All the cash usually is been posted.
Well, yeah. See, I'm looking in the chat and I don't see anything.
A lot of action in
I
here
see.
too. You gotta
I
scroll
see
through.
$4 to B Johns for $4 to Cleaner for Godwin. Then I see the Darnold trade, and then I see the Amon-Ra trade, and then it says 15 to Jaden, and there's nothing in here.
Also, it's player for player.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Well done, boys. Yes, sir.
yeah,
I'm still doing
I
that
just-
trade. Fuck it, dude.
yeah. I still do the trade. I get what B Johns is doing. Kamara has a really good running back schedule,
Yeah.
but he's just been so bad. Like you're taking a gamble on him. I don't know. B Johns was just like, it's funny because the dude doesn't want to make all these crazy big moves, but he's just gambling on all these players. These are all just gambles.
That's actually a really good point, Red. You're taking a bigger risk by taking these shittier players who are injured.
Right.
You don't want to go
You're
make a
like-
big splash for a player that you know will do something for you, so you'll just dink and dump little bits of cash and trade just to get these like 3 different players that might be something.
Right. Exactly. You're just kind of like chipping away. Well, that's what B. Johns was doing. He was chipping away at his own budget there for
Well, it's just-
what?
And like this is where Calvin would come in and be like, B. Johns, you don't know how to manage your team. You're an idiot, you know? And this is where it is. This is B. Johns not he's playing not to lose, but he's not playing to win. Like this is basically these are the moves you make at the beginning of the year, and then you package them up at the trade deadline to solidify your team. You don't go and get these little pieces here and there because now what? Like say they all did mediocre. Now you're fighting through 3 different players to figure out who you're going to start every week in the playoffs if you make it. That's not what you want. You want to be able to know exactly who you're going to start week to week if you plan on making the playoffs.
It's
I
facts.
agree. Let's move. Okay. We have Alec getting Amon-Ra from Jaden. I was really surprised to see this trade go through, actually. I was always under the impression that Jaden would just never trade Amon-Ra. It's like his son. And I tried, but you know.
No pun
it's what it
intended.
is. But I do think that the haul that Jaden got, I don't remember the cash that he got, but
15.
player-wise, okay. Yeah. I mean, again, I told Jaden this was a good trade for him after he did it because we were chatting back and forth. And I still stand by that. I think it's good. And it solidifies Alex's team too.
Go ahead, Red.
Yeah, I in this, it's a fine trade. I think at the time, like J.K. Dobbins was not injured. I have a little bit of pushback on this because I thought I had a better trade package. I thought that actually Nut made a really good sell on that trade that he proposed. Swift, Waddle, and Joku for Amon-Ra. I thought that was actually a pretty solid deal. And so I was really surprised to hear that Jaden liked these players more than what I was offering. We're looking at a J.K. Dobbins on a fucking Broncos team that's looked so bad recently. And then I don't know, like QJ, like he's had good games and stuff, and he's looking better this year. But Jalen Waddle, I think everybody's taken that. So I was kind of burned by this one. It kind of made me sad. And we'll dive a little bit deeper. Jaden actually wanted Tyrone Tracy, Waddle, and Swift, plus me paying him $10 for Amon-Ra. So the fact that he wanted all that for me and then pivoted to this, I just feel like there's like a disconnect on what he was actually valuing Amon-Ra at, because that is a way bigger haul that he was asking me for than what we actually got.
Well, here's
Well,
all
I think go ahead.
Go ahead,
Sorry.
please. Well, I was just gonna say, if you want to talk about hauls, now mine didn't this was also before the Darnold thing went down. I was offering Ibuka, Tomcat, and TJ Hawkinson straight up for Amon-Ra, which came down to cash, and I'm like, I don't got no cash. Well, I guess I had $3. But I'm also like, now you look back at it, Ibuka and Tomcat, that's 2 players right there that just outscored Amon-Ra last week. And yeah, I guess whatever about TJ. But there was a point where we were also talking about Aronde. It just never developed there because Darnold went through, and then right after that, this guy went through. I like spilling the tea a little bit after the trade deadline, just to keep context.
Yeah,
where everybody was standing.
Absolutely. I was just going to add that, while objectively, Red, your trade might have had more value, it's totally up to Jade, like what Jaden thought of Alex players that he got in this. And we talked about it right before we signed on the suspicious value of Dallas Goedert, kind of. Because, really, he's like a mid-tight end. But this year specifically, he's been having these giant breakout games where he gets 2 tuds. And Jaden could be viewing that with a really high amount of value. And that, to him, could be the main reason he liked this trade right there. So
yeah, it could be.
You can't ever know unless he hopped on one of these shows and spilled everything. But that's probably
no, absolutely, Diz. If you were to compare my trade I was offering, Goddard might have been the seal in the coffin there. Maybe it wasn't even just the cash. It was just Goddard was a better player and he thinks he's going to save him. So, and also you got to put into context too, Dobbins wasn't injured at the time this happened. And QJ, I think, came off a 14-point game the game before. So,
right.
This trade, though, fucking, I just can't even. Dude, I was pushing hard for Trevion for 2 weeks, pretty much. I was talking about offering Aronde out for him. But nope, came down to cash again. Had to get that freaking 11 or 10, 12, whatever the hell it was. My $3 wasn't good enough with Aronde. Just freaking, whoop, see you, pal.
I just wish I had a chance on this. I could have given him more.
Did you offer him something?
I think a week or so ago I asked him about him. The conversation didn't go anywhere. That's on me too. I should have pressed harder.
We were talking about it. It's just knowing the people you're trading with. And Alec, Peyton, Cal, and I had lunch today, and we're talking about COD's trading style. COD is just the type of guy, you got to get the deal done right there. So, if you pique his interest, you just got to do it. You just got to send it. Because as soon as the, oh, no, dude, I need, $3 extra bucks or whatever starts happening, it's gone. It's that man ain't sticking around to hear all that.
Right.
Smoking on his big old Cuban over there. We got a deal or not?
Any thoughts, Red?
Oh, man, I was trying to remember what I was telling you guys when we were watching Thursday Night Football last week up in Portland. I said something about COD and just the way that he does things. I don't get it, dude. I don't understand what he's doing.
Perplexing.
Ever. I just don't know what the point is. What's the point? Where in your mind do you just be Mason Taylor and some cash for Trevion? He was just talking about how, guys, I have a plethora of running backs. And then I feel like he traded the one with the most value at the time. Outside of ETN, why would you keep Tajay Spears instead of Trevion Henderson? Why are you not, okay? Do you feel solid enough about Tajay Spears and freaking Bam Knight that you just don't even want to take the chance on keeping? You kept Henderson the whole fucking year, dude. The whole year. And when he finally has the full opportunity because Ramondre's out and this mysterious toe injury, that's when you sell him for this? I don't know.
Or Kamani Vidal, dude. You got Omarion coming back. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, COD just he just did exactly what we thought he was going to do this year, and it sucks, And it sucks because
He
sometimes
is who we thought he was.
when you trade with COD too, is like the problem was he got into this mindset of being like, well, I just don't want to win the Sacco, you know? It's like you already got Sacco on your mind, man.
Always that Sacco on the mind.
It's just insane. I remember the one year that I was like gonna go to the Sacco, right? And it was when, it was the fucking Pennywise year when I was in the sewers and the sewers became a thing, right? And the Rat King and all this good stuff, right? Sewer Rat. And I remember I traded off basically everybody I could, and the only person I really kept was Khalil Herbert because I was like, he might save me from a Sacco, which he actually did. But it was Khalil Herbert. Like, COD, I don't know.
He's going back.
He should have got more. He should have just went, if he was going to go full to the wall, he should have just maxed out.
Dude, look at that swine that Gobby's got.
I know. I was just saying that picture is real nice. It's as far as I can zoom in, though.
That's great. Wow, he's got like sticks in him or something.
Yeah. This brings us to the trade we all thought that Nut bolstered his team with.
Cookies. None of them.
Goddamn. I hate the desktop version of Sleeper. It's such dog shit.
I'll start with this one.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's good for Nut. I don't mind it as much for Gobby. Like I get if you're gonna sell off, like Nut paid a premium on it. What was it? How much cash?
Do not remember.
I know. I need to know this one.
Oh, 20.
Okay, $20.
Yeah.
And let's say Bucky does come back. I feel like Bucky right there, if he just comes back for you, even if he's not teaching at the fullest level they could, that's going to be a game changer against anybody in the Sacco bracket. Because, like, again, running backs rule. They're the kings. So if you have a good running back and you're on the Sacco, you always feel a little bit better because they could carry you 1 week. They could win you the 1 week you need. And I don't mind the Charbonnet thing, like, because I do think, like, I don't think Kenneth Walker's all that, and I think they're trying to figure that out a bit more. And then Jordan Addison's kind of sneaky. I mean, the dude's been getting, like, I don't know, 9 to 11 targets a game since he's been back. So I don't mind it as much, and you get a shit ton of cash. And I think, I don't know where Gobby's at right now, but pretty close to maxing out his dough, right? After my $30 to him.
Like at $5 or something, I think.
But the biggest question of it all is going to come down to Bucky being back for him. And for Nut, yeah, dude. When Omarion comes back and you got Gibbs, you got Henry, and you got Omarion out there, dude, Nut's gonna be a fucking challenge. I was just, when I was putting together that chart earlier, looking at 115 points a game, we're this far in the season. That's got to be historically high. It's got to be up there towards the top 3 at least.
And then you add Gibbs.
And then you add Gibbs to it. Like, holy fuck, dude. He's been doing it without Gibbs. Now he's got Gibbs. So I don't look forward to playing Nut in the playoffs. But also at the same time, he can be beatable,
I
think also, like, yeah, go ahead. I was just gonna say with the Monty thing, I just don't see, like, I think the schedule, there's gonna be like a handful of games in there. Having Tom Cag, I'm looking at his schedule. There's gonna be a handful of games where they actually play against some good teams, and they're not gonna be able to just like pound the rock 24/7. It's like, I think there's going to have to be, and Gibbs has already proven that. There's been a couple of games this year where he just completely dud in a sense. And I think that's kind of why Gobby was feeling that way with him, because he knows it's not as safe as like your Christian McCaffreys and your Jonathan Taylors this year, at least. If you really look at it, Bijan is like sneakily getting to that point too. When you go look at him, like, of course I would take Bijan over just about anybody outside of like probably two other players. I'd take CMC and JT over him, but he's like close to it. He's put up like I think 6 and 8 points or some shit, 3 points or whatever. Doesn't scare me as much as others, I guess you say.
I see. And also got Kenny Gainwell, gave up Ramondre, gave him to COD. Trades away Travion, trades for Ramondre.
I don't want to speak on it.
I think he's like. I think that. Okay, so how much did he pay for this?
Probably not much. 7.
7.
COD played.
So essentially,
He pretty much took what he made off Travion and threw it right back to Nut for Ramondre.
I think he just.
Oh!
COD is like one of those people that you go on social media and they're sitting there talking shit about like a GM making a stupid move or something, and those people are like, oh, like you would do better in his position. COD would do horrible. I think COD is a bad player evaluator. I just don't see where COD is. Like COD last year lucked into Joe Burrow and the Jamar Chase just being this historical thing. But I think COD is just not good at evaluating players. I think that he's really bad at it.
Think about it this way. He netted $5 in Ramondre is where all that was said and done.
Well, $5 Ramondre and Mason Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget about that.
And Trevion Henderson just went off and put up like a 30-point game. So, and now Ramondre is out again this week. And guess what? Patriots have a great fucking schedule coming up. And Ramondre, they're in no rush to bring him back. So.
Well, you were just talking earlier about a 50-50 fucking split.
Well, yeah, but they're not going to bring him back anytime soon. Like, it could have helped COD get some win.
There you go. I don't really care about trade either. Brian Robinson, like, Cal is just doing it because, if you're being realistic, we all know that CMC at this pace. B-Rob actually, B-Rob's looked good when he's had to go in there.
Yeah, he gave up 10 draft cash for that, too.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Wilson, Marvin Mims.
I just can't.
Wait, how much cash was this, right? Oh, yeah, it was 7 draft from Jesse.
And Jesse got 10 fab.
Right. And Emmanuel Wilson was a waiver wire claim the week before.
People are scared of injuries.
That's why Jesse was trying to make that fab trade because he wanted to get Emmanuel. And then we did the trade, reversed it, came back to me and said he would do the same thing with that, what Cal and him did with Mims. And I was like, I don't want to fuck around with this dude. And then, so we didn't do the trade. So he didn't have the cash to go get Emmanuel already. Still did the trade later. I got the cash, but Emmanuel was already gone.
So essentially what you're saying is that he paid 14 draft dollars for Emmanuel Wilson.
Pretty great.
Dude, I didn't even. I was telling you this the other day, Dylan. It's like it's funny to shit on somebody right when it happens, right? But it's even better when you go down the rabbit hole of how the fuck this happened, right? Like kind of not talking about Nick and how he's just fucking a bozo trader at the end of the year, you know? Like, it's just to think about that. 14 draft dollars to get Emmanuel Wilson.
Bad.
And a whole lot of bad.
Dumb. Absolutely diabolical. Like, I can't stand it. I just can't stand it. I just can't stand all this weird cash being thrown around. Like, somebody just offer me some cash. I don't care. Like, I got decent players. You know?
No. Hold on, Red. No, you wouldn't. You are totally against liquidation. If someone came to you with a pile of cash and said, "I'd like,"
depends on how much it was.
You'd be like, you'd be like, "Oh my God, not me!"
Okay, let me rephrase it.
Where's the mafia?
You would never do a trade like that.
Let me rephrase it. If it's for people like Emmanuel Wilson or Romeo Dubs, I'm gonna sell off. If you're trying to buy fucking Jalen Waddle from me, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna tank my team. But if I'm selling bench players, if somebody came up to me and said, "Hey," because Nut said, how much for Pollard?" and I said, "I'm not gonna give him for free, and I'm not gonna give him for $10." I was like, "I'll do." I started off at 20. And Nut didn't rebuttal. He's like, "All right, that's not going to do that." I'd sell somebody off. I'm not going to sell off my starters. I'll start. None of these guys are starters. We're just selling bench players.
That's so funny that I sell him for $10. I get shit on, and then Pollard gets worse than he was when I had him. You're trying to sell him for more.
No, not the week after. The week after, he actually put up. He got a touchdown.
Hey, you know what? He's shittier. Tyjae Spears is back. Why don't you pay me more for him now?
Yeah, well, that was because everybody was like confused. They're like, "How'd you get him for $10?" You know? And so I was like, "I don't know." But at the end of the fucking day, you know, like I'm not going to sell him for less.
That is facts, and fair enough.
You want
Put
to
him
pick?
out his toothpick.
No, we're not picking. Records are fucked anyways.
We're all the same record besides you two.
It doesn't even matter. What matters is week 11. Going into it, everybody better strap up their fucking shorts because you're either shooting in them or you're shooting out of them. It sounds like you want to shoot out.
Yeah, hold that shoot in.
Hold the shoot in. But this is a big week. Let's have some fun with it. Seems like everybody's back in the swing of things. Shout out to the Podley and Nut, Mr. Consistent, always on it. And shout out to Gobby for getting out that Gobby Talks. Glad to have you back stirring the pot, my boy. So, but yeah, it's gonna be a fun couple 4 weeks. It's gonna bring us all together, and it'll be like a melting pot. We'll like shit on each other and probably be pissed off and depressed, some of us, and some of us will be happy. Happy as a clam.
How heartwarming.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Shit to me.
Yeah, my friend's shitting on me.
My best
We all
friend
love
told me
it.
I'm a moron. I love him.
Even your own cousin.
Yeah,
But any parting thoughts for you boys?
Next year, people should actually reach out to me to trade.
oh God. It's the same thing every year, Red. I don't even have anything to say.
I had 2 people reach out to me all year to trade. 2 people.
What do you have to say to that, Rat? Is he lying?
Rat's got nothing to say. He don't care. Red.
Disgusted.
It was only Diz and Nut. Those are the only 2 people that reached out to me to trade. Every other person, I had to reach out to them to even initiate any kind of trade.
Right
I guess my team is just.
Look at
And I
this.
also want to say this: my team is every year. Last year, everybody said, "Oh, I don't like anybody on your team. Don't like anybody on your team." Guess what? Fucking went to the ship. This year, what does everybody say? In the great words of Calvin, basically, I don't like a single running back on your team besides Saquon. Well, guess what, bud? I'm gonna be right there in the championship again, and I hope I play Calvin this year because this year I'm making all the right starts.
Guess what? Fuck you, Cal. Being you this week. Wow, this giveaway.